it was great to be a demon. I really liked it. I wasn't crazy about getting up at 4 in the morning to put makeup on for 3 hours. That part is really fun the first time you do it and see what you can turn into. And then after that, it's really not so much fun. Then you just kind of want it to be over. Plus the hour that it takes for them to remove the makeup from you. I did get to do some harness work, but I like doing harness work. It wasn't at all a chore. It's fun. You're flying. It's maybe a little hard if they keep you up there for a long time and you have to go to the bathroom. That's like the only downside to it. Otherwise, you're flying. The fingernails were fine that I worked with. They were just, they would fall off actually a great deal, so they weren't glued on really tight. So they were nothing, but I loved all of that. I had hoofs, and I had claws and big, huge, kind of flesh-like wings and 4 horns, and my whole skin was like snake-skinned, shimmering snake skin. It was well done. I was not CGI'd for the wings. The wings were real. They were heavy, and 2 people would have to hold, 1 on each end would have to hold them. And it was hard because I couldn't move them myself, but I have my own idea. I mean, this is an extension of my character, so I would want them to do certain things. Like when I scratched, I'd be like, okay, you have to like you know, like a dog, I want it to like move really quickly and rapidly. And it was hard to get 2 other people to follow my movements of what I wanted. That part I remember being frustrating for me because I wanted to do it. I wanted to have that freedom to be able to like bring it in, bring it around. But really it was just, you're just stuck there. You can't really walk without these people. And they were very heavy. They were very heavy.
My. Aren't you the brave one?
Yeah, I think if I really think about the character Callisto, from like a mental point of view, I think it would be more interesting to think that she didn't come from an ugliness inside her already there. I think it's more interesting to think of her as like just a regular human being, and we all have ugliness inside of us, we just do. And then when something so horrific happened to her family that she had no control over, being a girl, a young girl, the only way she could gain her control back was to become the evil itself that destroyed the family. So that way she was no longer out of control but in power.
Callisto. When Xena burned your family, did you see them on fire? Did you smell their flesh sizzling?
You know what I think? You wanted them to die so you'd have a reason to be a bitch.
When Xena took away Callisto's pain, when Callisto was the demon and Xena was the archangel, I thought that was beautiful. I thought it was absolutely beautiful moment. And I believe Lucy was pregnant at the time, and she looked so beautiful. Like she looked stunning. And she cried. She had tears running down her face when she touched my chest because of the empathy and the compassion that her character felt for the pain that my character was in to become that ugly. And I don't know who wrote that. Did RJ write that? Yeah, see, that makes sense. That makes total sense that he would write that. When I was in demon makeup, I loved it. I loved it, because it's like Halloween. It's just fun. Anything different. And I've always wanted to play, actually, a vampire, if anything. And that was probably the closest I came to something creepy crawly on the other side. I mean, Callisto definitely was creepy crawly, even not in the demon makeup, but yeah, it's more like a gargoyle, more lizardy, more, it's just more. The angel, when I played the angel, it was difficult to play an angel. I would do it very differently now if I could redo it. At the time, my idea of an angel was something perfect, but what is interesting about something perfect, for one thing, and how do you play perfect? Like, what is perfect? Someone that's so good, and it was so foreign to play such a good character. It was a bigger challenge. Callisto came easy. Callisto was play. There was not a lot of play for me playing the angel. It felt flat, and it made me feel like my character was not intelligent. But all said, and that wasn't the writing, that was just how I felt playing it. All said, I think the premise of being able to be redeemed, I love. I love the idea of from anywhere we go as human beings, we can forgive ourselves.